We did it, chat! We officially made it to Diamond and we did it our way. Well, I mean, PRIMITE, of course. But we did it. Oh, that feels good. It's a big weight off my shoulders. GG. DM truly best deck. Kind is for Master, but let's let's not talk about that. But we've done it. That means it's deck profile time. Hello, YouTube. It's LOZA. Let's go through this deck card by card, because we've changed this list a lot. And I'll talk about what you can cut as well. We're playing Dark Magician PRIMITE, so 2 Dark Magician. It's a good start. 2 Magician Souls. We were playing 1, like the Jesse Cotton list, but we found that the second one was nice. It was nice to see it a bit more often. Plus, if you open 2, like worst case, you can special 1, normal 1. Not the worst. 2 Maxi, just mastered, or what do you want me to say? Rod at 1, because Beryl's our primary normal summon, but the games you don't see Beryl, you do want a normal Rod, so 3 Illusion of Chaos can help you add the 1 Rod. So yeah, 1 Rod's still fine, and it recycles itself, so it's nice. Triple Ash, it's Max C counter, like it's Mastered All once again. Beryl at 3. This card is insane. If you like the Dark Magician Triangle, and you know what I mean by that, Circle, Eternal Soul, and Dark Magician, that's the Dark Magician Triangle, right? You got your Circle, Eternal Soul, Dark Magician. You summon Dark Magician every turn, you banish a card, you Rod Tribute it, add it back, all that stuff. So that continuous gameplay loop of banish a card and summon a guy, the PRIMITE engine just does it in 1 card, right? You normal summon Beryl, Beryl gets Load gets Drill Beam, and then you Drill Beam your opponent, it negates and it banishes, so it's better than the DM Triangle as well. And then next turn, Beryl will add itself back to your hand if it's in the grave and you have a normal monster on field or grave, and Drill Beam will reset itself if you have a Beryl on your field. So you normal the Beryl, you add Raw or Load, and then you reset your Drill Beam. We're playing 2 Drill Beam as well, because it's really good to see. But yeah, I can't talk this engine up enough. Obviously, everyone knows this engine now because Blue Eyes, but guess what? It makes Dark Magician playable, I want to say. Playable. I need to go to Locals now as well. I'm going to be playing this at Locals minus the Max Cs, right? But yeah, wish me luck for that. But let me say, Super Poly is really good. I might have to put that in my Locals list. But anyway, Beryl, very good. PRIMITE, very good. DMG. Now, I am playing the DMG package, which is DMG, Bonds, Dark Burning, and by extension, like Salvation, but you could probably cut it. I've seen people cut it and do better, and fair enough. Anyway, Bestials. We like them. They help against Blue Eyes. You banish Maiden. They also synergize with our deck. If you have Souls Engraved, banish it. It's very good. This is your best summon off Spheres. A lot of the time, just Magnemite. It can search Beryl even if you need it, or it can just go search Druisworm, which is also insane follow-up. This card should probably be banned, let's be real. But anyway, these cards are all good into random decks as well, so it's cool. 2 Nibiru, only 2 because we're playing 3 Super Poly. If I was playing no Super Poly, I'd play 3, but yeah, 2 balls and 3 Super Poly for going second shenanigans. Illusion of Chaos at 3 helps you to put the Dark Magician and DMGs back. But sometimes you want them for Drill Beam. You actually want a Vanilla in your hand sometimes, so it's interesting. But it helps you put back stuff like Dark Burning Magic, Bonds, if you open this stuff without the other parts, you know. And it's good for just grabbing Magician Souls or Rod, as I mentioned earlier, if you don't open Beryl, so that's cool too. Bonds is a package that you only want to play if you're playing DMG and Dark Burning. So when you have Dark Magician on the field, and there's so many ways to summon in this build, right? Beryl gets you there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, if you want to count Soul Servant. Not really, but kind of. So maybe 12. 12 ways to summon Dark Magician on the field, which means Bond's live a lot of the time. Activate Bond, it specials DMG from hand deck grave. I couldn't Salvation do that. And then you can set Dark Burning, which is just a board wipe if you control. Original name, DM, and DMG. So on your opponent's turn, on top of your Drill Beam negate, you can potentially have the board wipe. You might have seen this in the Jesse Cotton list. We put it in here because it is pretty cool, and most of all, it feels like DM. It feels like an identity of DM. It feels nice. I like it. But yeah, very cool, very nice. Salvation. This is a bit of a strange one. Jesse Cotton's list played 3. We tried 2 with 1 Secret as like the substitute for the 3rd one, and then we went down to 1 eventually. Like, this card is just terrible, guys. The amount of times I resolved the summon DM and DMG effect was probably like once in all the climb. Today's stream was 16 games, as you can see here. I just realized I need to move the text box over a little bit. There we go, that'll do. You know, 10 and 6. This is just today's stream. I have played probably like 100 games this season, going from silver all the way up to diamond. It's been a long grind, and I can say that this came up never. You'll notice Master of Chaos is not in the extra deck. Master of Chaos was in the extra deck for like 90-80% of the climb, and it just never came up. I love this card, it just never comes up. The other fusions do, so it's just sad. But yeah, sorry, we're jumping all over this place, but it's just as my thoughts are coming to me. 2 circle, even at 2, this is a questionable card choice. 1 is probably optimal. We're doing 2 because we do want to see more DM cards, because I'm normally that barrel. It's pretty much it. Load at 3. You got to play all the starting Primite stuff at 3. Super Poly at 3, good going second. Soul Servant at 3, really good in this build because, as I mentioned, there's like 12 ways to get Dark Magician in the grave. So Soul Servant's kind of always live in this build, which is really nice. Secrets help make your Dragoon or your Dark Magicians. We were playing Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Not this one, because of course I got that nice prismatic. Not as nice as the Rush Dual Art, but still nice. We were playing him and he did get summoned in the climb. I will say he got summoned a couple of times in the climb. Ultimately, he didn't make the cut because Super Poly needed some space and he didn't quite make it. But you could cut like BLS for it or something, but BLS, the times that came up on the climb was really nice, but you know, it's kind of like a flex ball. Whatever you think's better, go for it. I figured I'm always making Dragoon if I can make Dragon Knight, and that's kind of a tested and true theory. Dragoon's kind of always better than Dragon Knight, unfortunately. That's just the reality of power creep and Dragoon being like the most strong DM card in existence. But anyway, definitely if you do have Circle Eternal Soul up, sometimes this is good. But one time we did establish it and we got evenly matched. And I know that's, you know, cherry picking an example, but it just feels bad because you think you finally made the unbreakable board and then you can still get hit by evenly and you're like, well, now I want to kill myself. So it's not great. Anyway, Secrets is still a great one-off. Please don't play more than one of this in your list. I see so many lists playing 2 or 3. Why? You never want to see this card at more than 1, because you never want to open more than 1. And if you do need it again, guess what? Soul Servant goes and gets it. This is a better card to play at a higher number. So please play Soul Servant at the higher number and Secrets at 1 or none. None you can get away with, 1 you can get away with. Any more is trolling, in my opinion. Raw, a great Primite one-off for this build, giving you just an additional card that will dish out your DM. Plus it has that nifty banish something when they normal summon your opponent normal summons. It's good. People don't see it coming. Sorry for yawning. I do be tired. Anyway, 2 Drill Beam. We were playing 1 most of the climb, but I noticed in Japan, a lot of decks are switching to 3 Drill Beam in Blue Eyes. In Japan. In Master Duel, it's starting to catch on. People are starting to play 2 and 3. I don't know if it's necessarily better, but it does feel better. There's so many times where you actually need to search the second Drill Beam. I think it's good. I think 2 is good. I don't know if I can say 3, but I can say 2 feels pretty good. Definitely a bit more bricky, but I mean, what would be in this place instead? A third Nibiru? Like, it doesn't really matter. Triple Imperm and Eternal Soul at 1. That's pretty much the main. It's pretty solid. You could definitely change it up, as I mentioned. Going over 40 cards is fine, in my opinion. Because we're playing DM, DM, and DMG, you don't want to open these, alright? You pretty much never want to open these cards, unless you got Drill Beam, then you're happy to open like 1 DM, that's it. So, yeah, it's a bit awkward, bit unco, but yeah, don't open these, typically. Playing more than 40 helps bury those bricks, while the consistency of a lot of these engines like Primite still helps the deck feel consistent. That might sound wrong, but the maths does kind of support it. It's like you have a 1% chance less of bricking, 2% chance less of the other, or vice versa. It's percents of percents. Like it's literally 1 game out of like 100 we're talking about here changing, so it's not the biggest deal. Honestly, if you're playing 40 or 44, it doesn't make a big difference in Dark Magician, I can tell you that. Anyway, onto the extra deck. Super Poly targets, Mud Dragon, Garura, Starving. There's other ones you could play. These are the ones I chose. Dark Magicians and Dragoon. Very solid extra deck monsters. This one's very generic. You can make it easily. This one's a powerhouse. You want to make it because it's the best. Chaos Angel, also a good option if you normaled your Rod and use Soul's Special DM. You can go into Chaos Angel, give your opponent a bit of grief. Didn't come up much in the climb though. You could definitely cut that slot out. Typhon's another weird one where it never won us any games, but it's kind of that like, I've run out of stuff to do, let's go into it and see if we can sneak or cheese a win. It never really did it for me. I don't think it won me a game on the climb. So once again, it's a card like many streamers say, YouTubers say, it's a card that can win you a game like 10 to 20% of the time, so you may as well play it. And I kind of agree, but it does feel bad sometimes. It's like a last resort that never works, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm Dark. This card is kind of nuts in this deck. All it does is get Dark Magician off the field, but turn 1 it means you can go Beryl, get load summon DM, DM link into I'm Dark, and then link into Spheres with just that, and that's 4 summons, so that's really good, right? Beryl and I'm Dark become Spheres under 4 summons. You just do this, like Drill Beam needs a vanilla or a Primite card in the hand. So you do this if you open like another load or another Beryl in hand, and then it's fine to do that, right? Because you can just Drill Beam, no worries, because you have no vanilla on the field, but that's fine. So I really liked I'm Duck for that. And otherwise, it's just good in normal Dark Magician for linking DM off the field and just, you know, helping to recycle it for the Eternal Soul loop, right? So it's just a good card in general for this deck for resource management. But also, in this deck, it has, yeah, as I mentioned, making Spheres is huge. So yeah, 1 Blue Eyes Link 1. We're not playing Mausoleum anymore. In the clan, we were playing 2 of this and Mausoleum at some points. We've cut that now. This is just here in case you summon Souls or Rod and you need to make Spheres. So there's some hands where you might have like a Bestial out and Rod or Souls. It means you can go into this. You don't have to search anything, but you can just go into Spheres, right? It's a good way to pass. Thank you, Yoda.
Yoda23 super chatted $2. Try Magistus Carozo over Mud Dragon in the side.
Big thank, but I'm pretty sure Magistus Chorozo, is it really an ultra rare? That's disgusting. 1 Fusion, Synchro, Exe, Link, and 1 Spellcaster. See, the dilemma with this card is you're assuming I'm fusing with my Spellcaster. I don't want to do that a majority of the time. I did make Dragoon with Super Poly fusing my opponent's Dragon away, but like, that's the only time I'd want a Super Poly and with my card, right? Because I'm making Dragoon and it's like, it's worth it. When you make this, what does this do? It's kind of bad. It's a good Super Poly target, don't get me wrong, but not if you're using one of your cards to make it, right? I guess Spellcasters are used in Blue Eyes though, so you could fuse away their Sage, for example. But anyway, once per turn when a monster declares an attack, it's a battle phase effect. It's already pretty bad. You can target it and negate the attack. If you do this, card gains attack equal to that monster's attack. Then you can return that monster to the hand. It's a battle phase effect, so if anyone knows anything about battle phase effects and War Rocks, like, battle phase effects suck, long story short. But yeah, you can summon this card in the archetype by sending, like, Artemis. What is it? Sending Artemis and something, a Spellcaster on your field. But once again, I don't know why people are hyping this card up. Sorry. It's a tuner. Wow. I don't think we care, guys. This is a weirdly hyped up card. Super Poly target, yes. That's about it though. I don't think it's good. Anyway, on to Dark. Dark Selene Access Code is just the classic Link Climb, kill your opponent. Dark summoning back a Bestial Druisworm, Magnamut from your opponent's grave is hilarious because you use the search effect as well. Anyway, SP, good card, not much more to say. And BLS, my personal choice of boss monster, that's a Link 3, which if you summon it using a level 7 or higher, which, you know, DM, you get protection. Protection from targeting and being destroyed by card effects. You normally swing with this and you make it 4,500 and your opponent can't really deal with it, or you just banish a card on the field. The other effect is really bad because the second attack's during your next battle phase. I don't know what, they thought this card would be too good, so they put the second attack next battle phase, you know, and the game's not going anymore. But anyway, I think it's a cool card because you either banish or you get really big and your opponent has to deal with it. Eldritch couldn't out this card for a long time, so you just go into this, attack, make it 45 and just sit there with a big BLS. Good times, great classic hits. Anyway, that's my choice. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We've got new DM support coming, so get hype. I'll be making heaps of vids on that, so get keen. I'm your boy LOZA, and I'll catch ya.